I wake up and I'm inside a novel. Somehow I've got this thing called the system attached to me, and it has zero respect for me. Every request I make, ignored. But the female lead and the second male lead, whatever they want, they get. The female lead looks me dead in the eyes and says, "You're the only one I've ever loved. If I'm lying, may I walk out that door and get hit by a car?" A car immediately loses control and sends her flying. She dies on the spot. The second male lead plays the pity card. "I'm an orphan," he says. "Nobody has ever loved me, not once, and I don't have long to live. All I'm asking is stay with me until the end." A bolt of lightning promptly strikes his vacationing parents dead, and he himself gets gifted a terminal cancer diagnosis. I wake up one day and I'm inside a novel. There's something new in my head. It calls itself the system. The system tells me this is a fictional world, and I'm the male lead of this story. Its whole purpose is to help me rewrite my fate. Okay, I get it. I've read enough novels to know how this works. Someone like me, legendary status, completely off the charts. What exactly can you do for me? You are the male lead. This entire world exists because of you, so I can make any wish of yours come true. Wait, how does that follow? I shake my head. Whatever. The whole grant any wish thing has my full attention. I go for it. I wish for total financial freedom. Outside the plot parameters, request denied. Fine, $100 million. Outside the plot parameters, request denied. $10 million, $1. $1 million, request denies, $1. Outside the plot parameters, fine print and try again. I wish for the female lead to be completely devoted to me, to love only me, forever. Could you repeat that? I didn't quite catch it. I say it over and over. Same response every single time. That's when it hits me. This system is a total fraud. Alright, I sit down and go through the plot from the beginning. Honestly, I'm horrified. This male lead has it so bad. In the original plot, I pour everything into supporting my girlfriend's company. Things are going fine until her obsession shows up out of nowhere. And just like that, it becomes a messy love triangle, me, Luna, and Kyle. I watch Luna abandon me for Kyle, again and again. She blames me for everything because of him. She humiliates me. I watch Kyle use the most childish lies to pull Luna away from me over and over again. I watch myself shatter, hit rock bottom, pick myself back up, only to go right back to loving Luna like nothing happened just to get wrecked all over again. I watch her swear up and down that she loves me, and then, because of one of Kyle's stupid little lies, she takes my life without a second thought. And only after I'm dead does she finally wake up. She kneels at my grave, sobbing her eyes out, saying she has everything now but lost the only love that ever mattered. Then I watch her lock Kyle up like a toy. She says she'll make him suffer for the rest of his life as payback for what she did to me. By the time I finish reading, I nearly throw up. This is genuinely disgusting. Your worth as a person is not defined by how much you sacrifice for someone else. And people don't suddenly become grateful just because you give them everything. They get used to it, they stop seeing it, and eventually, they act like it was always owed to them. The original Marcus gave Luna too much. Way too much. He practically handed her his entire life. Her whole company only got off the ground because of his family's connections. And the moment she made it, her first move was to stab his family in the back. She nearly destroyed everything they had built. System, what kind of person actually writes this stuff? Don't worry, player, that's exactly why I exist, to fix what's broken in this plot. In this story, I'm young, worth hundreds of millions, my entire social circle is nothing but the ultra-rich and powerful, every person around me is at the top of their field, so why would I be hopelessly hung up on a woman like her? Does that make any sense? It makes perfect sense. Standards only apply to people you don't love. Sure, whatever you say. But look at what's actually written in this plot. She says her company is just getting started, she wants me there helping her. Wants me by her side at work every single day, and wants a hot meal waiting when she gets home. The system actually thinks about this for a while, then mumbles, I mean, I don't see the problem. She loves you. She can't live without you. Oh, please. Her company just launched. She needs a free, highly capable assistant. She wants a hot meal ready. When she walks through the door, she's staking her claim as the boss of the household and turning a man worth hundreds of millions into her personal chef. The system goes quiet. I keep going. If someone can only succeed by making another person sacrifice everything, that just proves they were never capable to begin with. My father raised me to be exceptional, showed me the world, gave me every skill I have. He did not do all of that so I could be somebody's housemaid. Honestly, it would be a loss for society. Think about it, the jobs I could create, the families I could lift out of poverty, the taxes I'd be paying every year. The system stays silent. Honestly, I feel lucky I ended up here, because without me, this man's life was doomed beyond saving. That evening, I walk through the front door and Luna is sitting on the couch, all smiles. What took you so long? There are open takeout boxes on the table. We used to have housekeepers. Luna fired every single one of them. Said she didn't like strangers in her home. But after reading the full plot, I know the real reason she was scared the staff would notice something was off. At the same time, the system pipes up in my head. See? She's actually pretty good to you. Greets you with a smile the moment you walk in, even thoughtfully prepared dinner for you. System, you clearly have no idea what being cared for actually looks like. If she actually cared about me, she'd pick me up from work, not sit on the couch scrolling through her phone. She'd give me a hug when I walk in. She'd actually ask if I'm tired, if I'm hungry, not just sit there like a statue. At the very least, if she cared about me, she'd wait so we could eat together, not leave me her leftovers. Before I can say a word, her phone buzzes. She grabs it, checks it, and her face lights up. Something came up at the office. I need to go handle it. This late? I'm not even done talking, and her expression flips. I'm doing this for work. Can you just be understanding for once? If you're not going to help me, fine, but don't drag me down. Whatever. I'm done talking to you. You wouldn't get it anyway. I watch her rush out and laugh to myself. If I didn't already know how this story goes, she might have actually fooled me. She's not going to the office. She's headed to the airport to pick up her obsession. And right then it hits me. System, did you catch that? She said something came up at the office. The system finally drops the act. By the power vested in me, your wish is granted. In the original plot, Luna ditches me to welcome her obsession back, and when I call her, she uses work as an excuse, then turns it around and blames me for interrupting her and tears me apart. Sure enough, everything plays out exactly as written. Luna spends the night partying with her obsession. I call her. She rips into me, then stops picking up entirely. I keep texting, stone-faced. 2 hours later, she finally replies, and even through the screen, I can feel how annoyed she is. I told you I was busy. Are you seriously this exhausting? After that, nothing. Her phone goes straight to voicemail. Probably turned it off so I couldn't interrupt her little reunion with Kyle. I don't care. I keep sending messages. Why aren't you at the office yet? Your employees can't reach you. They've called the police. See, I had handed Luna a major project. If it had gone through, it would have launched her straight to the top. But now? Sorry, you're on your own. Luna doesn't wake up until the next morning in a hotel room, with Kyle passed out right beside her. They went way too hard last night. Add alcohol to the mix, the timing, the place, the mood, one thing led to another. Maybe feeling just a little guilty, on her way home she stops at a street stall and brings me back a crepe. Of course she can't help but get a little manipulation in. I was up all night and I still didn't forget to bring you food. All I'm asking is that you help out at my company a little, maybe pull in some investors. But you always say you're too busy. Marcus, do you even love me? If she wants to put on a show, fine. I quietly pinch my own thigh. The pain shoots straight to my eyes. Babe, you are so incredibly good to me. I take the crepe with both hands, take a bite. Wait, why is this ice cold? But I keep the smile plastered on my face. This is so good, babe, I love you even more now. Okay, maybe I oversold that a little. But her confidence is something else entirely. She just smiles. Good, treat me better from now on. Finding a woman like me is your blessing. I swallow my disgust, barely keeping the smile on my face, and change the subject. So did you take care of things at the office? She shifts slightly, runs a hand through her hair. Of course. When have I ever not delivered? Issues like that are nothing to me. I let out a slow breath hand on my chest like I was actually worried. Oh, thank goodness. Your employees called me dozens of times last night saying they couldn't reach you, that something serious had gone wrong. I called you, texted you, nothing. I figured you must be at the office handling it. That's my babe wrapping up a crisis like that overnight. I'm not even finished talking and she's already pulling out her phone. The second it powers on and the messages load, she goes pale. Nearly loses her balance. I am absolutely delighted on the inside, but on the outside, I'm all concerned. What's wrong, babe? Still tired from last night? Maybe go lie down for a bit? She's completely drained of color, doesn't say a word. Grabs her coat and spins toward the door and bolts. I call after her sweetly. Babe, where are you going? You worked so hard last night to get some rest. Impressive, player. You draw blood without lifting a finger. I hum to myself and toss the crepe straight into the trash. Oh, we're just getting started. It gets so much better. Luna's company caught fire last night. The fire didn't just destroy 2 years of her work, it torched every chance she had at making it to the top. A groundbreaking drug that was 2 days away from clearing its final tests and going public gone. Every last bit of research data burned to ash, all because she wasn't there. Now I bet she's sick to her stomach, absolutely gutted with regret. So she comes to find me. Gone is the attitude. Now she's all sweet and flattering. My family has been in the cancer treatment industry for generations. We're the authority in this field. When she first agreed to marry me, her terms included half my shares, which my parents shut down immediately. So instead, I quietly handed her half my research, along with my entire research team as an engagement gift. Now I'm taking it back. I sigh and take the stack of burnt documents she's brought me and drop them straight into the trash. The damage is too severe. Even I can't recover anything from this. Look, I've been running the company since graduation. It's been a long time since I was in the lab. My technical skills honestly aren't as sharp as yours anymore. Then I keep going. You've been up all night, go rest. You still have other research projects, and they're close to delivering results anyway. Losing this one isn't the end of the world. Her expression darkens. She knows exactly what her company is worth. Every other project combined doesn't come close to this one. I twist the knife. Don't be too hard on yourself. You were up all night working. You gave it everything you had. I'm sure your employees won't blame you. I put just a little extra weight on up all night working. And the more I comfort her, the worse she looks. I have to say, holding in a laugh is genuinely a skill. I fight every urge to crack up, keeping my voice soft and gentle. Luna asked me to lend her the research team again so she can rebuild the drug from scratch. I shut it down immediately. Luna, you know I don't run this company alone. Lending you that team for 2 years was already pushing it. She pauses. Her eyes shift. Marcus, just give me one of your new drugs. Apex Group is huge, you'd barely notice one missing. That way you don't have to deal with lending me people either. Are you kidding me? She is bleeding me absolutely dry. In the original plot, she made this exact same request, and the original Marcus, being a total simp, handed over unpatented drugs without a second thought, and she didn't even acknowledge it. Later on, Kyle became her personal assistant. Back in school, Kyle was always jealous of my background, always taking subtle little jabs at me. I never gave him the time of day, so my guys taught him a lesson he didn't forget. He never showed his face around me again after that. Of course, after that, his hatred for me only grew. Once he got into the company, riding on Luna's favoritism, he made it his mission to come after me at every turn, and Luna always took his side. After one particularly ridiculous setup, she actually had me locked in a basement and starved to death. In the original plot, I was just a complete simp, when the truth is, with everything I had, I could have crushed these two without even trying. I could have taken them out with my pinky toe. The second that thought crosses my mind, the system sets off an alarm. Warning, player, you cannot harm the female lead. You cannot go against the plot. Doing so will cause this world to collapse. Fine, so I have to keep playing the simp. Thinking about how in the original plot, I just quietly died like a pushover, I shudder. Literally shudder. No, absolutely not. I refuse to go out like that. My one and only goal right now is to get through this plot as fast as possible, kick Luna out of my life, and finally live for myself. The plot keeps moving. Kyle has now joined Luna's company as her personal assistant, and naturally my phone becomes a target. He sends me suggestive photos of the two of them every other day. Every time we cross paths, he acts like he's the main character of the universe. About all of this, I just smile bitterly on the outside. Inside, I am absolutely roasting him. All my patience finally pays off. Babe, today's your birthday. I've been planning a surprise for 6 months. A birthday can wait. This is literally life or death. Can you just man up and act like it? She doesn't even let me finish. Slams the door and she's gone. After she leaves, I calmly wipe my eyes. System, did you catch what the second male lead asked for? Of course! Just now I was worried his injuries might heal too quickly, which would kill the whole damsel in distress effect on Luna, so I'd bump things up a notch. How much of a notch? A video appears right in front of me. Kyle is actually crying. Like, really crying. Even when my guys beat him up and dumped him in a bathroom back in the day, he didn't cry anywhere near this hard. His arm is bent at a completely wrong angle behind his head. His whole body crushed between the crumpled car frame. Rough. Anyway, I'm finally off duty. I wrap up things at the company, spend a glorious week doing whatever I want, and only drag myself back when I have to. With his arm out of commission, Kyle clings to Luna even harder, and for a while after that, he finds every excuse imaginable to pull her away. Every single time Luna walks out, I grab my popcorn. This is more entertaining than any Hollywood blockbuster. After Kyle trips walking down the street, scalds himself boiling water, gets hit by a flower pot, gets robbed, and gets beaten up by a little kid, he finally gets the message. He shuts his mouth. He doesn't dare lie so casually anymore, but a habitual liar doesn't just quit cold turkey. And Luna, every time she sneaks off to see Kyle, she uses something came up at the office as the cover. And the thing is, her company actually keeps having problems. Cockroaches literally jam the front door lock. Within half a month, 3 deals fall through completely. Even the partnerships still in negotiation get forced on hold. The whole company is walking under a dark cloud now. Some of the old-timers are even talking about bringing in someone to do a cleansing ritual. Luna is completely overwhelmed and no longer has time to go check on Kyle at the hospital. So she comes up with a brilliant plan. She asks me to pop by the hospital and take care of him. I cannot believe her asking your fiancé to nurse your side piece back to health. Even the most powerful empress in history wasn't this bold. Naturally, I say no on the spot. Are you serious just looking at that guy's face? I don't trust myself not to kick him, let alone take care of him. Because I refuse her request, she ices me out again over a month of no contact, not even coming home. Secretly, I'm thrilled. On the surface, I keep sending those painfully sweet texts every day. Meanwhile, I quietly focus on Apex Group business. I had already restarted the cancer treatment drug research, and the progress is stunning. I thought this stretch of freedom would last longer than it did, but Luna calls sooner than expected. Kyle's being discharged today. His leg got broken a while back too. He doesn't have anyone here, so I'm letting him stay at our place for a while. Don't go anywhere during that. Time stay home and take care of him. Oh, and Kyle likes crispy sweet and sour pork and sweet and sour ribs. He's recovering, be nice to him. She hangs up before I can say a single word. Even with all my patience, I nearly black out from rage. When those 2 snakes walk through the door, they catch me just as I'm heading out. Luna has her arm around Kyle, guiding him in slowly. Not wanting whatever they've got, I step aside to give them space. And somehow that sets Kyle off. Marcus, if you don't like me, just say it. There's no need to humiliate me like this. Absolutely unbelievable. I haven't even looked at either of them. His voice cracks, eyes all wide and wounded, like he's the victim here. Marcus apologized to Kyle, right now. Luna finally jumps in to defend him, and what she gets back is me looking straight through her like she doesn't exist. Sorry, you two have fun. I've got a trip to catch. I'm almost out the door when Luna finally snaps back. Stop right there! Didn't I tell you to take care of Kyle? Who said you could leave? This woman. I spread my hands. I never agreed to that. And do you have any idea what my time is worth? Have you ever done the math on what I make per minute? If you want to hire me as a caretaker, can you actually afford me? Kyle starts tearing up even harder. Luna, maybe I should just go. I don't want to be the reason you two fight. I said you're staying here, and you are. Don't worry, nobody's going to mess with you. By the time she looks up again, I'm already gone. In the original plot, the original Marcus gets completely manipulated into actually taking care of her side piece. And honestly, I felt every bit of that humiliation just reading it. But I'm not that guy. And this trip isn't really a trip, it's a cover. I'm going all in to finish that cancer treatment drug because that's the only way to completely cut off Luna's path to a comeback. Clinical drugs need at least 6 months of verification, but that's fine. Before that clock even starts, I'm putting the name out there. I want the whole industry to know this drug belongs to Apex Group. Within just 2 months, we have a finished product, and I push the announcement out. The industry erupts. This is it, Luna's last road back is officially closed. I can finally breathe. Congratulations, player. Very soon, you'll be free to just be yourself. The system isn't wrong. Soon turns out to be very soon. When I get back, Luna's whole vibe has shifted. She's suddenly warm, attentive. Her company is on the edge of collapse, no investors left, nothing to hold it up. So she wants me to either write her a check or help her land an investor. I think through the plot and agree to find her one. In the original plot, this scene exists too, except back then she had her own breakthrough drug announcement. Her name blew up, investors came flooding in, she landed a major player, and they were one signature away from closing until Kyle destroyed it. He pinned it all on me. Then, furious, slapped me in front of everyone, left me standing in the rain and told me not to move. That night it poured, and the original Marcus actually stood there the entire night. Afterward, he was left with lasting damage to his health. Just thinking about it, I feel sick all over again. With me brokering things, Luna lands the same investor again. But when it comes time to sign, Kyle pulls his nonsense right on cue. He clears the room of everyone, pulls his classic move, and plops himself right down on the contract, grinds into it, just to make sure the damage is done. So tell me, do you think Luna's gonna believe you or me? I just smile. Honestly, it doesn't matter who she believes. What matters is that Kyle just sealed his own fate. Only someone this clueless would fail to see that Luna's company is already running on fumes. This deal falls through bankruptcy is all that's waiting for her. Between money and her side piece, I want to see which one she picks. Luna won't blame me for this, she loves me most. A few minutes later, the conference room door swings open. Kyle immediately switches expressions. Luna, this is all my fault. I noticed him sneaking something away, so I went to check and he shoved me down and the contract got ruined by accident. Luna's smile disappears. The moment she hears contract got ruined, her face goes white. What did you just say? She shoves Kyle aside and sees at the contract with a massive rear-end imprint stamped across it, the key signature lines completely destroyed by the smear. Luna is losing it. What did you do? She charges at me, but the investor's bodyguard steps in. Luna, this deal was brought to the table by Marcus himself. What possible reason would he have to sabotage it at the last second? He's just jealous of how much Luna cares about me. Kyle jumps in. I smile and point to the brand new security camera in the corner. Arguing back and forth isn't going to settle this. Let's just pull up the footage. The moment Kyle sees that camera, he freezes, and when he watches Luna walk toward it to review the footage, he straight up passes out cold. Luna forgets everything and rushes him to the hospital. I watch them go. The investor and I share a look and we both laugh. Thanks for the assist. If Apex Group ever needs investment, I want the first call. That's all I needed to hear. You'll be the first one I contact. By the time Luna gets to the hospital, the message has already come through the investor has pulled out. By the time she drags herself home, it's the middle of the night. Before she can open her mouth, I go first. I burned so many connections to get you that investor, and you just threw it away. Do you know how angry he was after you left? He's even threatening to pull his investment in Apex Group. Luna knows she messed up, but she refuses to admit it, goes right back to flipping it on me. If you hadn't started a fight with Kyle, this deal would have gone through. Do you even understand how much this meant to me? Flipping the script and completely convinced she's right. I'll give her this, the audacity is impressive. I pull up the security footage and shove my phone in her face. Watch it. See for yourself who actually wrecked that contract. And even if it got ruined, you print another copy and resign. You're the one who abandoned the investor and walked out. That's why he pulled the deal. I let her have it, then walk out. Being around someone this delusional will literally take years off your life. Luna watches the footage. She finally gets it she wronged me. But it's too late. Somehow this whole mess leaks out her reputation tanks completely. The team that stuck with her through everything finally hits their limit with how she's been acting lately, and they walk. Her company is now on the absolute brink of bankruptcy. Once Luna realizes it was Kyle who deliberately destroyed the contract, she starts pulling away. Even when he reaches out, she barely responds, none of the warmth from before. But Kyle isn't about to let her go that easily. He's going all in. Arrange another meeting with the investor to smooth things over. Then the doorbell rings. Luna goes to answer it, and there's Kyle standing outside, face completely drained of color, looking more pitiful than ever. He whispers her name. 2 tears slide down his face. I quietly reach for my popcorn and think to myself, here we go. Luna, I was wrong. Forgive me. I know you hate me right now, but I love you so much it scares me. I was terrified of losing you. Terrified you were actually falling for Marcus. I just needed to know I still mattered to you. Luna, I don't have much time left. Woody falls apart, then hears that last line and grabs him. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't have much time? Kyle pulls out a crumpled medical report. I have cancer, stage 4. The doctor says 3 months at most. I'm an orphan, nobody has ever really loved me. And now I'm running out of time. All I'm asking is be with me for whatever time I have left. I grab a huge handful of popcorn, word for word, out of the original plot. Nothing beats watching it live. Luna buys every single word. Even though he just promised me, just sworn he'd never contact Kyle again, that he'd be fully committed to me. In the original plot, I would blow up, get completely guilt-tripped by Kyle, and get called heartless by Luna. But not this time. I make the first move. Cancer, right? Brain cancer, stomach cancer, you know what? Never mind, doesn't matter. What matters is I'm on board. Whatever else you need, just say it. Kyle's brain completely short-circuits. His mouth moves before his head catches up. Wedding. A wedding. Easy. Have you picked out a suit yet? Need me to connect you with someone? Neither of them sees that coming. Luna recovers, first shoots me an approving smile. Marcus, you actually handled that well. Kyle smirks like he's won. If only I could laugh right now, because I would absolutely lose it harder than he ever could. By the power vested in me, your wish is granted. Kyle's wish has been fulfilled. With my full backing, Kyle and Luna hold a massive wedding. On the wedding day, I make sure it's announced all over the city with full media coverage, live streamed everywhere. Under the officiant, the two of them deliver vows of undying devotion, basically. Through sickness, death, and everything in between, they will never part. They never make it to the wedding night. Kyle collapses at the altar, coughing up blood. When he comes to, he ignores the doctors completely, eyes locked on Luna. My last wish is to have your name next to mine on a marriage certificate. Luna is in tears, doesn't even hesitate. Yes, let's go right now. Kyle finally gets what he's been chasing, an official marriage certificate with Luna. He tries to call his parents, wants them to help blast the news everywhere, but no matter how many times he calls, no one picks up. Little does he know his wish to be an orphan already came true a while back. With everything in place, Kyle finally drops the mask. What exactly do you have to fight me with? This time I'm not letting go. I smile. Don't worry, not even death will tear you two apart. I didn't think that after all of this, he'd still come for me. One day I walk back through the door and Luna is sitting there stone-faced, comforting Kyle. Kyle spots me and puts on his wounded face. Marcus, didn't think you'd be this ruthless. Even now, in the state I'm in, you still won't leave me alone. Ha, here it is. My final scene. The scene that killed me in the original plot. In the original story, Kyle was faking the whole time. Afraid of being exposed, he decides to eliminate me. He hires someone, then stages a scene where Luna saves him from the attack. The hitman swears up and down that I was the one who paid him to go after Kyle. Given the choice between us, I'm always the one who gets thrown away. The ending writes itself. She locks me in the basement until I starve. Marcus, anything you'd like to say? I shrug and turn on the TV. The hitman is still pointing the finger at me, but the TV is already telling a different story. There's footage of Kyle and the hitman sitting together, laughing it up. Bro didn't expect her to be that pretty and that dumb. Told her I was sick and she actually bought it. Keep your voice down. Just do what I told you. Once I drain every dollar she has, I'll sell her off. She's a real piece of work, she'll go for a lot. Then the footage shows photos and a stack of cash exchanging hands. Luna shoves Kyle away, stares at him like she doesn't even recognize him. Why would you do this? Kyle opens his mouth to respond and coughs up blood instead. His vision goes dark. He drops to his knees, but at this point Luna is done with him. Get out. You make me sick. She thinks he's performing again, but he actually has AIDS and he doesn't have long. Luna doesn't believe it. She grabs the doctor by the collar and demands another exam, but the results don't change. Kyle deteriorates fast. His hair falls out completely. Every day he's screaming in pain, waiting for the parents who will never come, and Luna never visits once. As a man of integrity, I can't just sit back and watch this. I post the video of Luna kicking Kyle online, then use the system to compile every intimate photo and video they've shared, recently put together a full slideshow, and drop it all at once. Within hours, everyone rallies behind Kyle and tears Luna apart online. Luna can't say a word in her defense. Their massive public wedding was barely a few weeks ago, and now there's clearly nothing left between them. Kyle lawyers up and sues Luna. With the footage I released as hard evidence, Luna is arrested on the spot and sentenced to 3 years. She appeals and demands I testify for her. I shake my head. Why are you coming to me? I don't know anything. Lucky for you, we kept things secret all these years. She never let me tell anyone we were together. Now she suddenly wants to claim I'm her boyfriend and nobody believes it. And just like that, not long after, Kyle dies in agony. Luna disappears completely. By all logic, the mission is done. The system should leave. I should go back to my own world. But nothing happens. I'm still here. 3 more years pass. 3 years where Apex Group reaches new heights, and I become one of the most recognized names in the business world. I figure this is just my life now until the day Luna gets out of prison. I'm heading into the office for a meeting when a hunched figure steps in front of me. I startle. Nearby, security rushes over. The system quietly alerts me I already know exactly who this is. Marcus, it's me, Luna. I know you still love me. I know you've been waiting. She must catch the look in my eyes because she rushes to get it out. Marcus, you are the only one I have ever loved. If I'm lying, may I walk out that door and get hit by a car? That familiar voice rises again. By the power vested in me, your wish is granted. The next second, a car comes out of nowhere and sends Luna flying. She travels dozens of feet before hitting the ground. Gone instantly. Just when I think it's finally over, the system speaks. But something's different. The voice is unfamiliar, yet somehow I know it wrapped in something that feels like warmth. I'm leaving now, Marcus. From here on out, you're free. My eyes go wide. I can't process it, and then it hits me. Tears stream down my face. That voice. It's mine. This video covers the strongest part of the source novel. Like a lot of web fiction, the story hits its peak early, so we picked the best of it for you. If the rest holds up, we will be back with more. If you made it this far, you already know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe. Every like tells us you want more stories like this one, and every new subscriber helps us bring them to you. We will see you in the next one.